Good boy. Good boy. Hey, people. Good morning. Good morning. This is Spirit Journey. Hello. Tuesday. Tuesday morning here in Rwanda. Today is March 17, 2025. And the time is about 5:36 a.m. That's the moon. And with my little baby here, little Lavin, my little Fergie. I just got to pick up after him. Sorry. Just pick it up. Okay. That's a good boy, Lavin. Good boy. Yeah, I'm out and about. Yeah, the sky, the light, the sun is slowly, the sky's getting brighter slowly but surely. Yeah, look at the birds. Here in Rwanda, when the sun starts to peak up, the birds fly opposite the direction of the sun. It's really fantastic. And then at sunset, they do the opposite. When the sun sets west, they head east. Okay. Okay, now it's going back on. Yes, hello, people. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know how much was cut off. Yeah, I forgot to put the data button on. Leaving my house, I was on Wi-Fi. So I had turned it off before. I forgot to turn it back on. Yeah. Boy. Yeah. Yes, oh, what I was going to show you. Hey, how you doing? Let me show you the sun. I see we got a visitor. Hello, hello, hello. Yes. Is that pretty? That's the moon. Looks gorgeous. Sorry about that. Good morning again, people. Good morning. If you didn't hear me say hello before, my data wasn't on, so the live stream was not moving once I left my house. Yes, another beautiful day in Rwanda. Yes, again. Today is Tuesday. Hello, Tuesday Talk. Hello, Tuesday in Rwanda. It is March 18. I thought it was 7th. It's March 18, it says now. 2025. Yeah, before my calendar says it is, and I'm not sure. The 17th or 18th, Tuesday. But anyways, hello. I hope you're all doing well. Oh, let me show you Lavender. Also, I want to show my little boy. Hi, Lavender. Hey. Hello, baby. Hello. Yeah, that's Lavi. Yeah, also I show my little baby. Yeah, we did go out yesterday. Yesterday, late afternoon. And, I enjoyed it. Yeah, some days I just want to stay and just rest up. Why I sing. Yeah. So another beautiful early morning. Yes, the time is 7:43. I'm sorry, 5:40 in the morning. 5:43. It's all good, people. It's really neat when you get up early and you see the school buses on their journey to pick up their students. People walking to. Come on. Yeah, taking it easy with Lavender. So, how you all doing? Gonna move out of the way. Okay. I guess we'll walk here. So, yes, hello, viewer. So, what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about the trends, but not trends, but what seems to be going on in the world to the Black communities around the world. Here I'm living in Rwanda. I've been here approximately 15 months. And I'm going to really be fond of Rwanda. The people here overall have been very, very nice to me. Come. No, you're not going to go over there. Good boy. I was watching videos on YouTube, and I was unfortunate. I'm being honest. I was watching this paternity show. I forget the woman's name. She's a lawyer, a Black woman, and she has couples, people go on her show, and is about paternity, meaning who's the father of the baby or adult. And I was watching a lot of it. And then in addition, this morning, I was watching a speech on, there were two people. I'm new to their channel. I don't even remember the name of the channel. It's an African guy, though, his channel. And he was sharing a video piece on two speakers. The president of Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim something. Forget his last name, but I just call him Captain Ibrahim. He's a young guy. He's about 36 years old. He is the youngest president on the planet. And I heard him speak. And I was, this was maybe the third time, but the second time in today, listen to him. And I was impressed with the wisdom that he shared. It seemed more like a pep talk to encourage the thinking of the people there. He was speaking at a stadium, looked like a soccer stadium, had a lot of people around listening to him. And I was impressed with the wisdom that he shared. And there was also another person, video clip he showed. I do not remember I don't know the name of the woman. But she also is an African woman from a different country, I believe. Her accent was very different than his. Yeah, she spoke English, and Burkina Faso, they speak French. At least he was speaking French. And in particular, both speakers, the woman and the man, were speaking in terms of colonial powers and how the colonials are doing, what they have done historically, and it's hurting the life of the subjects, people who are subjected to these colonial powers. And I've heard talks before in the past. Come, baby, come. I've heard talks in the past, and coming from the United States, I don't get a lot of, at least when I was in New York, I didn't listen to a lot of people from the African continent. But since now that I'm here on the continent of Africa, I'm more, I'm curious slowly. I still like my American YouTube, but I think it's good to expand my mind, my thinking, to know what your neighbors, so to speak, on the continent, what's happening with them. Come, it's my little doggy. What's happening around you? And it surprises me. It still surprises me about the things that I hear. And I think, from my perspective, again, I'm an American by birth, but of course of African heritage, West African heritage. But it's always interesting to you when you hear it, hear the talk and their perspective. And it confuses me because I guess if I'm assuming that your native land, that you would be in control of it. You would have a sense of identity. And I can understand someone being born and raised in America, in New York City. Come on, come. Someone from New York City, there's a lot of instability, social instability. And that instability is heavily influenced with the history of what happened to the blacks in the Americas, slavery. And some of you may say, oh, that's old news about slavery. It's now, it's 2025. But when you have, if you don't own your land, if you don't own your property, if you don't have control over your bank, your food source, your education system, you're still stuck and you're in bondage. Now, so I can understand the plight of blacks in the Americas, in particular the U.S. So, what is happening in Africa? So yes, the two speakers that I was listening to this morning in Africa, it's confuses me. So what it's telling me is that Africa does not control itself. And the undertones is similar to what I'm hearing in America or in the Americas. And I think in particular the English-speaking nations in the Americas, it's the same song, different accent, but same song. It gets me frustrated. I like to hear, especially in the English-speaking community, English-speaking black communities, a sense of empowerment and control over your life. Come on. it's just very confusing. And I perceive weakness. I perceive like struggle. Come, we're not going to go there. And I'm always asking myself, let me change hands. I keep asking myself, when are we going to be fully liberated? Both of these African speakers, I keep repeating the same thing. So I think part of the problem, again, I think it's a psychological game as well. Yeah, there's physical warfare, there's physical change, but it's what you're doing. What are we doing? Like, it seems like that we look to our former oppressors for inspiration. And the inspiration really should come within yourself. We have people, when they get a little money, they go, they send their kids, if they have, to these Western schools. There are many of them in Africa, Western schools. With all these schools that you see, I'm wondering, how come you're not benefiting the same way as the European, Western European, or North America? How is it that when you have commerce, you have Westerners, they come to what they call a third world nation. And somehow the Westerner, they go and they purchase resources. Let's say for the computers, this mineral that they use. Come, this mineral. And they use it for the computer industry, cell phones, to make circuits. I didn't know this. And, or the cocoa. Cocoa's a chocolate's a big thing in Western Europe and America. Oh yeah, chocolate, candy, yeah. We have mega corporations, candy corporations in America. And chocolate doesn't come from America. You know? I mean, there is chocolate in, I suppose that's Central America, but it's also in Africa. And I saw this program in Africa, and they talk about that, I think it was Ghana. Ghana grows cocoa. And that the women are in charge of that, agriculture, the women. And they sell it at the market. So these women, she got paid equivalent to, let me think, I don't want to lowball it, but it might have been $2 a day. $2 a day equivalent for her day's labor. And I guess the product also. Now when we get chocolate, boy, you get a chocolate bar, you know how much money a chocolate bar is? And I'm confused. I hope you guys can hear me. I don't want to talk too loud because it's still early morning. I am very confused. So you got computers, and the essential component to run these computers are in Africa. And the people make pennies. Or the chocolate market. And the women, oh, you okay? Okay, come here, baby. Come here, go. You okay, baby? Come. Sometimes he's slow in the morning. But I'm taking it easy with him, my little boy. But let's go on the side. Yeah. Yeah, I have a little doggy here. Good boy. Yes, that's what's happening. I'm paying attention to my dog also. Smithson's okay. We're walking. He's very slow. He's still on medication. His body is delicate, but it seems like early morning he seems slower. So I don't know whether it's the temperature or it takes time for his motor to get going. You want me to pick you up? I'm sorry. Yeah. So people, I am dumbfounded. I don't understand. You got the chocolate industry, you have technology industry, and they get the Western world gets their raw materials from you guys, the third world. How is it that when the Westerner comes into your world, the third world, how is it that it's not an even exchange? There's no even exchange of power, or energy, I should say, energy. What I mean, that ounce of gold that you sell to the Westerner, or the minerals that you sell to the Westerner, or the cocoa seeds that you sell to the Westerner, what they make out of your material, you should be able to get the same kickback, you know what I mean? The same power punch. But you're not. And the more you feed the Westerner your resources, even though it's supposed to be in an exchange of money slash currency, but for whatever reason, you are starving. You're starving. And they're getting fat. And I get angry. I'm angry at hearing that. So when I was watching today's program, having the leader from Burkina Faso and this other African leader, good boy, I'm just don't understand. Don't you have economists? You have people who study we call it economics. That's the way I'm thinking of economics. So you have people who are so-called trained in the Western system of things. But how come these nations, why aren't they benefiting from it? I think like when the third world gets so-called money, they get they take the money and then they want to buy a big house or they want to get the biggest car. And it's not helping the nation thrive. It's just like independent souls, like this is mine, you know, and but the people surrounding them are begging. Yes, they're beggars in the first world in America. Oh, you bet. And my coming from New York City, and it hurt me. You have listen. Sorry, he had something in his face. You have people begging on the street in New York City. I lived in Manhattan, and most of the beggars that you see begging are black men, and many of them are substance abusers. And I think what's happened is that even though slavery is over, chattel slavery is over, but there's still oppression. I think it's spiritual oppression, mental, and I think physical too. But it's just the form change. Like in the US, they would create laws, what they call felonies, And they just create a law that say, hey, if you do X, Y, and Z, you're a felon, and then you can't vote. You don't have this right, you don't have that right. And so that's a way of weaponry. It's a way of keeping you enslaved by a system. It's designed to hold them back, especially in New York. New York is infamous, and that's where I'm from. So, yeah, I saw a lot. I said, how do these guys get money for drugs? How do they get money for guns? How does all this happen? But they don't have access to education. Not the same way. So they make you think that education is for the white person or the honorary whites. And I mean, I remember in school, a black student was in the seventh grade. He said out loud that his mother told him not to act up in so and so's class because she's a black lady. But you can act out in the white people's class. And I was a dumb mother. She's going to teach her black son to act out in class. Now, that's not a way of warfare. She's a poor leader in her household. You don't teach your son that. And she should know better that being, yeah, this was in the 1970s. This was 1974. So, you know, you had the Vietnam War ending, and people were messed up. A lot of communities got mental. They started pushing the drugs. So when those soldiers came back, many of them came back addicted to drugs, things like that. And I think with Martin Luther King being assassinated, it was anger. And so I think they just gave up. And that's also 1970s when a lot of immigrants from around the world, like, because there was a ban on certain immigrants. But once the war ended, the U.S. started bringing in a lot of foreigners. And again, nothing wrong with immigrants, nothing wrong with immigration, I should say. But I'm just saying it's like a system that was being done. So, yeah, so blacks are being taught, at least in New York City, that to be intelligent is a white characteristic. And this is a foolery. And I think it hurt the community. And there was a lot of inner fighting. Whatever. Morning, morning. Someone running. Well, I see a little kitten. A little kitten just went in the drain. Little baby kitten. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, I feel heavy-hearted right now. It's just interesting when, you know, here I left the country. I left America December 2023. It was going downhill. And the condition of blacks living in New York City is going down. And, you know, I explained this many times. Oh, another kitten. Another kitten going in the drain. I guess it's new hangout. Wow. Yeah, but I see disaster. So yeah, I can understand why things aren't working in America for blacks, but I still get confused that I thought like it'd be more of a sense of liberation living on the continent of Africa. I mean, again, Africa is not a country; it is a landmass. It's a big one. You have many nationalities, many tribes, many languages, etc. So, but it still bugs me. And so when I see things, westernization here, I do see a lot of haves and have-nots. There are a lot of good things, I would say. But I get confused, see, about priorities. If you don't want to be like what's happening in America with Black America, and here you have the resources here, the diamonds are here, the gold is here, but it's like when you do sell the products, you're not selling, you're not really benefiting. Like water. Water is gold here. What I've seen, I see women who have children. There are a lot of children here. Yeah, God bless the children. Children are a blessing from the Creator. I get baffled when I see a little child, maybe age 3 years old or something. That's different. Like, let's say the kid is just playing on the ground. A lot of the streets here are not paved. They have the natural earth. I'm not talking about that. When you see what looks like neglect, I see a lot of neglect. I'm keeping it real. They're lovely people here. They're lovely, lovely, lovely people here. I love the people here. But I see things, or you see things on the internet, and you wonder, what the hell is going on? You don't have water to just wash your baby's face? I saw this kid, I think it was a week ago. Sweet, the kids are beautiful. Oh, look at that sun. I'm going to take that and show you that sun looks great. Look at that, sit right there. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful. It just took me, I wanted to share that. Yeah, that's the African sun. But, okay, we go this way, baby. Okay, good boy, good boy. Yeah, so, it was about a week ago. And the baby, well, it might have been 3 years old, the child, very tiny. And the kid had such extreme neglect. Their face was there were 3 children actually, and I was carrying my little dog with me. They like little dogs. Let me show you my dog. Those people are just coming on now. That's Lavender. He's my little baby. His name is Lavender, and he's 12 years old. And he's been through a lot coming here to Rwanda. Yeah, my little boy. He's still on medication. He'll be on it for the rest of his life. And it's affecting his health. It's like you gotta, to correct one thing, they have to take something else, and that something else will hurt his body eventually. I'm sick of it. I'm sad about that. But either way, okay. So I saw a young child, and the kid, the clothes was extremely unclean, body, entire body unclean, and the nose had green discharge, heavy green discharge coming from its nose. And the 2 children, although they weren't as dirty, they came out from the same dwelling to look at to come to see my little dog. They're wonderful, they're nice people. But this is early morning. This might have been maybe 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking, man, mother, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing, mama? Cleanliness is next to godliness. Something to wash your child's face. Yes, water is premium. A lot of the homes here, they don't have running water. So they get these large plastic containers. There's 20-liter containers. And they try to gather that water up, boy. Some of them, some places here, they have like a watering hole, and every day they have to gather water. Okay, but it baffles me. I said, God, I mean, that was neglect. What I saw was neglect. It wasn't just, oh, he's just having a good time playing outside. There was neglect. It's not the first time I've seen things like that. And the people are nice. The people are nice. I like the people. But I'm confused. You have a land, rich land. Man, if Americans came here with their dollars, and it's nice. People race to the Caribbean, but man, the land here is sweet. The weather is nice. Right now it's nice. I have something around my neck, okay, because it's cool. It's perfect weather to walk, do your early morning walk, because it does get hot. When that sun comes up, way up in the sky, you are hot. And I don't walk in the heat like that. When the sun's up like that, I avoid it. I stay indoors. So I of course, never say anything. One time I even got physically sick. I had visited this village once. Same type of children. Neglect. They surrounded me because of the dog. They were curious to see the little dog. I mean, they're sweet people. They look so neglectful. Neglected. Same crusty face, filthy clothes, filthy bodies. And I had gone in a store, like the neighborhood store. So we used some water, little things like that. And I had gone in for maybe 5 minutes. The air was musky. It just didn't seem clean. I got sick. I got home. I think 2 days later, not that same day, but just shortly after, I got sick. I got like a cold, something. I think I got sick from that environment. I've heard of people, they were in this place in the Middle East where real people live. Not going to say the name of the nation. And they got sick. Air has so much toxins. It's unclean. These are the extreme poor. And as if you're an outsider and you walk into that community, you are gonna get sick. They tell you don't go. You are warned. Some activity. Yes, some military, secure or military. So I have to be discreet. But either way, yeah, they just walked in. They didn't touch anything. You don't have to even touch anything. The air alone. You know that in the air you have bacteria and viruses, or let's say sewer system, backs up. It gets in the air. You breathe that in. It can hurt, kill you. I got sick. And it's not about being biased or prejudiced. I got sick. I avoid there. I don't go in there. Yeah, you can get sick. So how could something like this, what's happening when mothers cannot just wash the baby's face? So again, you have people who have some industries here. They buy cars, Western cars. They get a big home. But the infrastructure for that community They don't build it. So only some people. Marajo. Diego. Sawa. Diego. Diego. Sawa. Sawa. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. These are, yeah, okay, I'm just passing the guys. Yeah, they say hello. I mean, I like the people here. They're familiar with me. I walk here. They know I walk my dog. But, okay. So going back. So what is going on? Why you have people who are, maybe they've had opportunity to go to school. You find the so-called educated class, they speak English and or French. Okay. So, no, you're not going to go there. Not on the grass. So I'm just really baffled, people. That info, water. You need water. See, people are dropping off. No, I'm not saying this to be offensive. When you have water, why aren't they getting water? At least water enough so people could go and wash their face. Wash the babies. It makes me angry. And I get angry when you see some of the gentlemen, try to cheat on their spouse. It's like they have time to cheat on their spouse, to buy liquor. Those liquor stores, you got liquor stores here. They never go out of business because of priorities. People are willing to spend all their hard-earned on alcohol. In some places, some countries, cigarettes and alcohol. Or in America, cigarettes, alcohol, and drugs. While the people in their home don't have heat or hot water. And so I could understand coming from America, what it's there. But why here? Why in Africa you have African leaders? The video that I heard earlier today. No, not over there, baby. I'm just very baffled. So I think it's really priority. No, I don't want you to go on the grass. No. Resources. See, you're not getting an even exchange, people. There's no even exchange of currency, of goods and services. The third world gives its best to people that don't really respect them. They get their little peanuts, so to speak, while the Westerner gets what it needs to be rich. So when they get that chocolate, like I talked about the chocolate, okay, go jumping. Good boy. So I made an example earlier in this live stream about cocoa or / chocolate and the electronics that utilizes this particular mineral, and it's found in Africa. You don't have a fair exchange. It's not a fair exchange. And you're creating your own demise. You're creating your own demise, third world. When you give your precious resources to nations that are becoming so wealthy and becoming your masters. Hey, they're becoming your masters again. You need to learn how to take your products, your cocoa, your minerals, and go into the industry that, hey, Nimeza, you need to have a better exchange, people. You need, when someone comes into your world and you're looking at, hey, oh, what did he need that little piece of rock for? Well, that rock is diamonds. Or what do you want that little yellow thing for? Well, that's gold. Bonjour, bonjour. You should be asking yourself, what do they want that for? And these people that seem to want these materials, how come they're thriving? Because they know how to extract the energies to get the most out of it. They believe in industry. And I think the third world is into hand to mouth, hand to mouth. They're not seeing ahead. They live closer to, well, I would say the third world is close to nature. They rely on nature to sustain them. And I think that's beautiful. And that's how it was meant to be. We are meant to live off of nature, close relationship to the planet. And you find these Western nations, they live far from nature. Because the system that took over the planet, the system that took over the planet, civilization, they took over. It is a foreign element. Just look at it. The nations that have all these technologies, how close are they to nature? How close are they? Go to the U.S. They're so far from nature, many of the people in the urban centers. Most people now in America live in urban centers. And it too will be devoured. We now get a lot of our stuff that's imported from places halfway around the world. But we're not getting our resources here from America. So what's happening in America, which will be our demise, we're not manufacturing. We're getting all our products from elsewhere, and we have to pay tariffs from other, like in France, we have to pay these taxes to do business. There, we have to pay these special taxes to these European countries, and so nothing is coming into America. Plus, we have the illegals, so we're becoming poorer and poorer. And fatter and fatter. Isn't that something? We're becoming poorer, but fatter at the same time because we eat the bad food. So what was initially the industry that we had here, it had in America. Marajo. Hey! The industry. Yeah, baby. Ah, yeah! She is a wonderful woman. My little boy, he has his tongue has been sticking out like that, and the lady is teasing him, and the joke is that he's my baby, and he's walks around with his tongue sticking out, and so we both laugh. Yeah, I love the people here. So I said about America. So what initially made America strong is making us weak. We lost we're no longer selling products. We are buying products, and we're becoming dependent on others. So so I don't even know now with the chocolates. Are we? We have chocolate factories. I don't even know now how the industry is working. I don't know. It's not a push now for the chocolates now as when I was younger. But the U.S. is buying. We're becoming consumers. We consume everything, and that's going to be our demise. So while here in Africa, it seems we're selling different things, but but we're not benefiting. We're not benefiting. So we're not buying. When we sell our gold, our diamonds, our minerals, it we're not using it for the infrastructure so that a basic need like running water, so that people could at least wash their children. I get so damn angry when I see that. If you don't have the basics, water is basic. And if you just say, well, we're just going to make just the rich people have water, what do you say about your people? When there's war, who's going to be fighting for you? Unless you hire mercenaries, you need money for that. I'm very angry. We want to look like some of the so-called advanced nations, but we're not getting the full picture. When you sell a product, that who you're selling it to benefits. Like, let's say if you measure things by energy, what you give might be worth a penny. Okay, it's like you're giving them a penny, but the person who's buying the thing that's worth a penny, they're getting $1. They're making $1 off of it, and you gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. You're not. It's like existing. You're just existing. You're existing. And everybody's hoarding what they have. You know what else? What I see? The poor are friendly. Hello. Hello. These are the working poor. They're nice people. I like them. And the poor here are beautiful. And then you have, like one time, I was walking. This was early last year. And I was walking. And I see a man walking. I think there were 3 German Shepherd dogs. Those are big breed dogs, German Shepherds. They're from Europe, I guess. They're very popular in America. They're popular for, uh, like a guard dogs. Yeah. And so I was walking by, and we stopped in front of this house. Like we're walking. We're walking in opposite directions, and I had my little dog. And so I was curious whether are these their dogs or are they dog walkers. I just wanted to find out because I may need someone to take care of my dog, right? We just stopped for a moment I was asking his name, if he had a business card, whatever. I was just curious. So it might have been there just for a couple of minutes, just to find, hey, who he was. I see you walking the dogs. And guess what happened? there was a security guard, like the house had like a security they had like a fence. Everything's fenced in here. And someone comes out the gate, says, excuse me, don't stand over here. Real stern. So I said, oh, I'm sorry. You can go straight. It's early. Yeah, it's still early. Okay, just crossing the big street here. So I apologized. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just getting his number, the business card. And then I continued. So what happened? He's that house belongs to a wealthy person. Good boy. That house belonged to a wealthy person, and how dare we stand in front of his house? We're on the sidewalk. And it was just a moment. I go into little villages where those people have a pot to piss in. And I look at the, sometimes I have my camera, I'm taking pictures of nature, the spider webs, the trees, the flowers. They never tell me, oh, get away from my house. They come out to greet me. Yeah. They come out to see the dog, say hello, and they ton of children. Yeah, one thing, the poor has a lot of children. Hello, morning, morning. But you go into those places where, walk past a house, those big places, big houses, you don't see any kids. So it's like in America. The rich don't have kids, really, but the poor do. So, and the rich here, or the people that have some money or clout, they're very protective of what they have. So I just keep my eye. It really hurt. It bothered me. But sometime later, I did walk past that same house, and I saw there's a security guard. And I think I introduced myself. It's something we started talking. Well, the house was owned by some general or former general. So I guess when that type of um, occupation, you protective over what's yours. But you see, I feel that the poor live more in gratitude and hospitality, and the rich, like in America, if they talk to you, it's because they want something from you. The network, it's like I was watching a video on. It was a documentary on President Trump, his early days from 40 years ago. And they did show, and I did vote for Trump. I'm not talking this way to smash, to poo-poo him, but just what the documentary. He's considered new blood. His mother was from Europe. Father might be first generation American. So he's relatively new blood. And Trump's father made his money through real estate. And President Trump, followed along. But he's meeting, President Trump in his early days was meeting people, and some of the people very questionable, who now would be perceived as questionable, what they allegedly, some of these people allegedly is doing. Why does this happen? Because the rich want to get richer, and the rich know, or the want to be rich, know that it takes a network. It takes, I'm going to pick you up, Lavin. Let me pick you up. Pick you up. Okay, jump. Jump. Okay, here we go. See, the rich know you get richer when you have a network. Imagine if you have influence over just one square block. Well, what if you have a network that's nationwide? So your reach is bigger. And so the potentiality, so something up in there. So your potentiality of creating wealth increases. And so that's what's happening with some individuals. So that's why in schools, you have what they call the international schools. The international schools in America and the international schools in the Caribbean and in Africa and Asia. And this allows them, my understanding, that this provides them a network for their children. They invest in these schools, not because they really educate. You can go to a library and educate yourself. These schools, these international schools, are for networking. And so when you go to these schools, you meet up with people whose father or mother owns businesses, you know, and they teach these people, how do you call it, critical thinking. Nimeza ayanyu? They teach them, yeah, I was just greeting him. Yeah. They teach them critical thinking, to think outside the box. But the poor, they teach them to be servants. Let me repeat. The poor, the schools that they go to, they teach them how to be servants. Not think, just obey. Isn't that a damn shame? Yeah. It's a damn shame. But yeah, I'm very sad. Yes. Yeah. So it's something, the things that I see here around the world, the media, and it's the same song being sung. I might live in another country, but the politics is still the same. And so I'm sad about the the people when I saw the woman having a kid clean. It's like a 3-year-old, dirty, so just crust on the face. Child really looked bad. And it makes me sad. And I was watching, with children and stuff, in America, we have this show where the paternity. Okay, I do this. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Hey, yeah. So I was watching this show in America. I forget the name. It's the black lawyer, the female paternity court. And again, you have the same phenomena about women who have multiple sex partners. And then they come on TV where everybody knows their business. Who's going to take care of the baby? Woman, you better learn how to control your body. When you have to go on TV so that the sponsors of the TV show could pay for your DNA test, it's pathetic. It makes me sad. It reminds me of that child here who there's no running water and they can't bathe their kid. You want to get that? Hey, hey. It's really troubling me. It's the same mentality. It's the same mentality, I feel. You need, it's okay. Yeah, people, women. That's one thing. Women in America or everywhere, anywhere around the world, be more selective who you partner with. You're gonna, you watch those. I watch those shows. Just started watching the paternity shows a couple of days ago, and it's very addictive to watch. But I watch it, and what I learn is, some women think by sleeping around it's going to ensure a marriage or someone to take care of them. I'm saying, take care of yourself before you sleep with somebody. Okay, sleep. When I say sleep with someone, that is a euphemism to have sex with a person. Okay, it's a nice way of saying that. Oh, wow, they're building the roads here. Yeah, they're doing more infrastructure. They're doing broader than the roads here. This was a narrow path. Let me show you. Let me see if I can turn it. Wow. There's that little baby path, remember? Look how warm. Wow. It was just a skinny little path. Look at that. You want to get down? Okay, okay, okay. Look at that. Yeah, I know. I almost got lost because I couldn't, it just looked so different. The other day I had went here and I got lost. They brought it in the path. Come. See that? Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, but I also have to be careful here, Lavi, because there's a dog that lives here. Yeah, I'm very careful about the stray dogs. So either way, yeah. So some women think by getting let me get my scarf fella. Okay, sorry. These women think you can entrap a man, or some do it for money. That is not how to make money. It's a horrible existence, women. You need to invest in yourself. Yeah, you need to invest in yourself, women, and have a dream for your family. But it's like their dream is just, getting makeup, getting these clothes to entrap a guy. Come on. It's pathetic. It's actually embarrassing when I watch these shows. These are paternity lawsuits. It is very embarrassing. I know a dog lives around here. I have to be careful. Yeah, I like this area here. But I hope. So yeah, I mean, I've seen things like the plight of women is universal. So it has nothing to do with race or religion. Religion just have some, a big say also. Okay, just keeping an eye out for that dog. That's just come, not over here. Let's hurry through here. Sorry, just trying to keep because just trying to be aware of my surroundings here. Yeah, I like this area here. See, I love the banana trees. I love it over here. I love it. I like over here because it's peaceful. The people are friendly. You know, they're real. The people here are real. You go in the other communities. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, it's universal problems. But I wish the women in general, women around the world, you shortchange yourself. If you can nurture that man for greatness, why can't you nurture your women for greatness? You fight against yourself. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, you're fighting yourself. You don't invest in yourself. And then you compete with other women and destroy you steal each other's men. It's like, wow. Bravo. Come. You need to network with ladies. All that money you use to get your hair done, your nails done, use that to start a business. Something. You're working against yourself. You got to invest in your mind. Amazing. It's the same thing all over the world, people. So, when is it going to stop? You know, I go out here. Very seldom you see women, even back in America. Very seldom you see women just walking, enjoying themselves. You see men outside walking. You don't see women walking. If you see a woman walking, she's working. So women are always working. And they're not enjoying free time. Why create a system like that for you? You know, there is a price to pay for everything. There's a price to pay for freedom. So I have the freedom to get up. I'll pick you up. I'm going to pick you up. Okay. Yeah, there is a price to pay for what I'm able to do. I'm married, and I don't have children. And there are some societies, like in India. Let me close this one. There's no place for single women. Or let's say you become a widow. Boy, you become a widow in India, considered an outcast. And people stop inviting you to parties because you're tainted now because your husband died. Hey. Here you do all the work in the house, and they can't even appreciate you in their society. To at least, hey, your husband dies. Hey, let's invite you to a party. Oh, we can have you. And they're like shunned. It's awful. Oh, you want to get down? Okay. Okay. Come, I'm sorry. Yeah, it shows a lack of gratitude. I met a woman. I used to live in the Caribbean too, 30 plus years ago. I mean, she was born in the Caribbean or Guyana, I forget. It was either Trinidad or Guyana. Not to get confused with Ghana, but you know, Guyana is in the north part of South America. And It was so happened to be Mother's Day. Eh, It was so happy Mother's Day. And I had gone to pick her up for church. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. So, yes, I had a vehicle as to pick her up. And so when I went to pick her up, um, oh, what happened now? Yeah, so her son was coming in. She had an adult son. And she seemed a little upset. Then she told me, she says, it's Mother's Day, and my son and my husband, well, yeah, her current husband was from, you know, the guy had, it wasn't her first husband or relationship. The other guy was a widower, and he only married this Indian woman just so that he had something to cook his food. Yeah, he was a white fella from the U.S., an elderly white guy. And he married this Asian Indian. And had a photo, but get this. She had the photo of him and his wife that died posted up for everybody to see. But her photo was lying flat on the ground, on the table. She said, see, my husband doesn't love me. The picture of her is, oh, sorry. I got scared. That's a cow. I thought it was a dog. It's a cow. I didn't expect it. I'm sorry. You saw my face, got real scared. Oh, that's a relief. So yeah. So she's telling me what happened. And oh, she was hurt that her husband and son did not wish her a happy Mother's Day. So I felt badly for her. So after I dropped her off, I came back to give her a gift, a Mother's Day gift. Because I didn't want her to feel, she was older. She was old enough to be my mom. And that's how I saw her, like a mother figure. And gratitude. Yeah. Yeah, she thanked me and she made me a fantastic meal. Yeah, I think got her flowers or something like flowers or candy. It was something. It was just a little thing. Come, let's go around. Come, come. Lelo, bonjour. Come. Come, come. Want me to pick you up? I'll pick you up. Okay, sorry. Yeah, maybe this road, maybe just getting tired. So either way, what I'm saying, her culture does not recognize women. Okay, now she was born in the Americas, but you take an Indian out of India. You don't take the Indian out of the person, out from them. You remain an Indian, no matter where you live on this planet. And so the culture follows you. So, so she had gratitude, and she made me a nice thing. She made me this tea made from this flower. It was just a random flower in a tree. It was beautiful. And she made tea. She picked it off the tree. Then she put it in hot water. She adds some spices and stuff in it. Yeah, people from India, they know their spices. I in particular love food from India. In particular, I like Indo-Caribbean food. And no, I'm not from there. I mean, my background is not Indian. I may be Indian to many people, but no, not a drop of Indian blood. I had my DNA done. No Asian, just African and European. So, But my family's back is from the Caribbean. So, being real, I'm always upfront about my background. Uh, so, yeah, so people aren't appreciating their own women around the world. You do all the work, a lot of the labor. You don't get paid the same way as the guys do. Get paid more for their labor. In some societies in Africa, women does all the work, a lot of the work. I said, man, if you have to do all the work, what do the men do? Yeah. So, so you have to start having these meetings. Women should come together. You have the same problems. You have the same problems all over the world. Yeah, same problems, and but I don't see anything done. I mean, I've known people. There are women organizations, but I never see anything done. You know, I think these GMOs. You have GMOs. Uh, what is it? I think it was they're nonprofit organization, non-government organization, NGOs, and it's a way how they make money. So I put you down. These NGOs, they get people to donate. And I think it's also a way of money laundering too. I think people are money laundering and pumping it into these NGOs. You have a lot of NGOs all over Africa. The only people who really get paid are the people who work in those organizations, the heads, the CEOs, you know. But they are making money. And have people feeling so guilty about their wealth, and then they pump money into the NGOs. But you're being tricked. The only people who are benefiting are the people who run them. Sad, huh? So, so go figure. I guess people have their game. You have the rich who play the game. You have the poor who play the game. Come on. Hey. Come on. Okay, good boy, good boy. Yeah. So I guess this is what makes the world go around. Yeah. So yeah, I've been here now 15 months. Um, ask myself even, I say that, I'm a retiree, but I still feel I should, I feel like I want to do something that would be beneficial. Good boy, good boy. I like to do something to be beneficial to others. Haven't decided yet. Good boy. Oh, going up this hill. Yeah. Yeah, I see that they're broadening the roads here. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just walking past the school. I'm not going to give the name of the school. Yeah, they're building, I think it's like a, they teach English at these schools. They're teaching, they're preparing some of these kids for international, to be able to work in those government offices, things like that. There's a different mindset. What I would say for any public school, your public schools is just as good as these international private schools. See, the international schools, they teach, as I said earlier, how to be thinkers. Hello.
Hello.
You've got lavender.
Lavender.
Mm-hmm. It's a dog.
Cause it bites us.
Any dog could bite. Always assume that a dog could bite. And if you're going to pet, you always ask the person, could I pet your dog? Is it safe to pet? It's just for your safety. Yeah. So you're going to school now?
Yeah.
Very nice. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Bye-bye. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I like people here. I like the children. And I like meeting the people in the rural areas. They're friendly. So yeah, you have schools in the rural areas to teach and train the kids for, like what I just asked, more international, to think out of the box. Yeah, it also helps to be able to speak more than one language. Oh yeah. Especially English. In some parts of the world, knowing how to speak English is very beneficial. Hey, you'll be able to have a channel, YouTube channel. The English-speaking world is very big. And then you'll have more money to spend. So if you get monetized, the potential is there, Yeah, I got demonetized. Yeah, you know what else could happen in a first world nation? If you say things that the system doesn't like, they demonetize you. They pulled videos of I have a small channel here. They pulled down videos of mine and then they monetized me. Oh, you bet. So I get no money. But I didn't start my channel for monetization. I didn't know about monetization. So, but see, the creative's good. And the creator no, 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 no banana for you. No, Labby, no. No banana for you. Imga. Imga, yep. Oh. You'd call Lavender. His name is Lavender. Lavender. He is 12 years old. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, bye-bye. Have a good day at school. Let's see. Okay. So what was I just saying now? Let's talk about the schools. Yeah. gotta educate your kids, people. Even what I was saying, don't go pet a dog. Always assume any dog can bite, and you ask permission. Yeah, yeah. I do like over here. Yeah, they're relatively friendly. See, when you have nothing, everything. And we're going to repeat that. When you have nothing, you have everything. Because then you're relying on the universe to sustain you. And that's what I have to learn. I know about fear. I know about what it's not. When your money dries up, God, I know about that. It is a horrible feeling when you feel trapped. But yeah, let's cut through here. Let's cut through here. Yeah, we're gonna go home now. Come. Get the scenic route here. Yeah, just watching him. I'm on a narrow path here. Marajo. Yeah, yeah. The public schools should give. It should, it should be. It should be the same. I mean, the essential should be the same. But again, you got to pay to play. You got to pay to play, and so they have these international schools for networking. So when they graduate, these children have friends, and they hire their friends. My very first job I worked for the city of New York, and I worked in the legal department. And the, yeah, and he told me years later, when I move up the ladder, you move up with me. That's what he told them. I'll get you in, and then when I move up the ladder, I'll take you guys with me. Well, one of them got smart ass, and he stabbed his friend in the back. So only one of them was left. Yeah, see that? So, it's about networking, having a plan. See, his friend had a plan. Plan was moving up the ladder, and he knew what he needed to do that. Part of it is loyalty. You got to be loyal, especially if someone's willing to carry you along with them. You better not stab your friend in the back. You better not. Because, people talk. People talk. No, go this way. And they'll tell what you did. Say, hey, don't trust so-and-so. Don't hire so-and-so. They betrayed my trust. Soon you have a reputation like that, no one will want to hire you. No one in their right mind would do that. Yeah. So he moved up the ladder, that person. So again, part of the thing. Come on, go ahead. Yeah, just watching my stuff here. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna make a right turn here, Lavi. Let's make a right. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. So these are my thoughts, people. And I hope, oops, so I have to be careful, my little boy, his eyes, because he's so short, the things could hit him in the eye. Uh-uh. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Okay, Miss, make a left. Let's make a left. Good boy. Good boy, listen. Good boy. Go straight. Good boy, Lavin. Good boy. We're gonna make another left. Good boy. Yeah, that's right. Make it. Come on. You know, another thing I see what's lacking here, transportation. You have to be able to get your goods in and out. That's a big problem. And it's so costly. So you have people who control energy. Come on. Yeah. What are these ants? They're gonna lift you up. 1, 2, 3, jump. Good boy. Come. Yeah, these ants. Oops. Yeah, these ants, honey, they bite. Yeah, transportation of goods. So they need better roads here. And why they don't, no, I think they are trying to redo the roads and some, make it things more accessible. Yeah, I see that. Transportation is very important. Okay. I'm trying to prevent things going in his eye. Yeah, transportation is a big one, people. Look at that. Is it beautiful? Yeah, transportation is essential. Get your goods in and out. So I guess you control transportation. You control a lot of industry. So you notice now with Trump is partnered with Elon Musk. What is Elon Musk? He has Tesla. That's a car, that's a vehicle. And remember they had wanted, Biden administration, he wanted to mandate that all cars be electrical. Well, Tesla is the leading manufacturer in America, to my understanding, to have electric vehicles. So you can set up a monopoly, right? Hello. And then he also has the SpaceX. What is that? Travel. Same thing. Same thing. See, these people know the importance of transportation, getting goods, people from one location to another safely. And they're going to make rich, mega rich. And if he does, if he is successful in putting the flag on Mars, he'll have his monopoly, right? I don't know how he's going to get to Mars because you have to get through the Van Allen belt. I'm wondering whether they're collecting all this money for these space programs. Okay, I'm just getting my bearings. Are they Good boy. Are they, oh, sorry, I lose on train of thought. Ooh, getting tired, I guess. Yeah, there's transportation. Yeah, how are they going to get there? Are they using the money? They'll say that it's for going to Mars. Is this just a ploy to get money for some other business? That's what I think, because they don't know how to get back to the moon. So he's going to go to Mars, which is farther. We could be getting duped, people. Yeah, they're collecting, getting all this money for a space program, and we can't even. Why? Is it? And I mentioned this before about Fort Knox, the gold. Remember Elon Musk and Trump supposed to go visit Fort Knox to see if the gold is still there? Why all of a sudden? Are they there to collect the gold and send it to planet Mars? Right? Is that what they're about? But I hope. Hey, doggy. Yeah, yeah, they do. Hey, morning, morning. Wow, they're doing a lot of gardening here. Wow. They uprooted everything. They till the land. This is hard work, people. All this green. So they're putting in new plants. It's fantastic. I mean, they work really hard. So the problem is not that they don't work hard. They work very hard. By enterprise. It's about networking. Just out of just waiting for the safe to cross the street. Almost, almost, wait a minute. Good, just a wait. Oh, these cars are coming. They're gonna turn it down. Come. Good boy. Good boy. And now the sun is coming up more. It's getting hotter and hotter. Come, come. Yeah. So, what I'm saying, yeah, got a network. Yeah, they work hard here. When I worked in the Caribbean, they work very hard. They work long, laborious hours, but they're not thriving. It's not an even exchange of energy. So somehow we have to resolve that issue. We have to resolve the issue of the energy we expend has to be able to be multiplied. It's like planting a seed, and if you don't have harvest, it's not a big harvest, so to speak. So when you give something, if you're a nation and you're giving your gold, your minerals, your salt, but then you come out like poverty, you should be just as prosperous as the nations, peoples who benefit from them, but you're not. You gotta resolve this. Gotta resolve that. Yeah, so much is so much to consider. And again, I'm not a business person, but I'm just seeing, I'm just observing different things. I'm observing what's happening, and it just seems universal. I say the same things over and over again. You find areas that are really prosperous. Their roads are, are set. They have a good infrastructure for roads. They have water. We need to resolve the water issue, transportation issues, and I think we have a better chance at succeeding. Yeah. So yeah, I said a lot of things here today, and I'm in no way trying to act like I know it all. I don't know it all. I'm just an observer. I've experienced a lot of things, and these are just some of the things that I notice. And it's my desire, especially for people of African ancestry, to succeed in life. So, yeah. So that's all I'm going to share right now. I hope you enjoyed this live stream, and let me know what you think. Okay? Peace, love, and joy, and power. Write your comments below if you wish. Until next time, bye bye.